Party all night is the best of the best friend weekend. We can party all night is the best of the best friend weekend. We can party all night. Shout out the whole podcast crew. Everybody already know what it do. When you really gotta kill it, ain't nobody gonna feel it. When you really gotta tell them it's my crew. It's best friend weekend. We can party all night. We got Rog Smuve and Los. Rumble Aldo NICE is the uncle.
The holiday season is upon us. One of my favorite days of the calendar year is tomorrow, and that's Turkey Day, Thanksgiving, spread life, where you could have an endless amount of your favorite foods all on one day. The kickoff of that old holiday season, the joyous year, the time of giving. And with that, this just brings me to my next point. When you're cracking your jokes tomorrow, eating, some of y'all being the plate police, the fashion police, maybe some of y'all being buzzkills, however y'all little dynamic is in y'all family, you gotta remember tomorrow is the day to give thanks. So remember, we all got a lot to be thankful for. Some things might not be how you want it to be, but everything is how it needs to be, and you always can strive for better. Happy holidays.
I say, whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend Podcast. It's your man Aldo NICE.
It's your boy Rog Smuve.
It's your boy Los, a.k.a. C.A.P.
Hey, man, Rumble, I love that, man. He felt like he was giving y'all a public service announcement to be good people on Thanksgiving.
Hey, stop hating on people taking all the food.
When y'all boys plate policing, when y'all boys fixing y'all scoop of corn pudding, I thought he was going to say it.
Shout out.
Ooh, I wasn't even...
This is the 1 year anniversary of corn pudding.
Yeah, I wasn't even on that podcast.
Pudding, boy. Shout out corn pudding, boy. Y'all don't even know.
Did you even find a turkey roll this year, Los?
No, I actually looked for one, but it was going to take too long when I thought about it. It was going to take too long to get here. But I'll be in Houston for Christmas. I'll have one.
I'll see if I can bring you a piece back from Liberia.
I mean,
y'all know that I am. So turkey roll been in my my subliminals for like all year, like really since the Los and Raj podcast.
Them shit's that good.
So it been literally just been in my subliminal, like in the back of my mind. I never really thought about it, but I just want y'all to know. I know y'all know I clown a lot and I joke a lot, and most of what I say you can't believe. But I'm being real, no cap. I got my turkey roll overnighted to Denver from Youngsville, Louisiana, and it cost me $135.
Yeah, that's why.
I saw you put it on I saw it on his story, his Instagram story. So I knew it's a real thing. That's a real thing.
That's why I don't have one. That's the exact. I don't have one
it's not $135 if you would have just came get it though, Los.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't have a chance to come get it, so I don't want it for $135. I haven't tasted it.
Who worse on Thanksgiving though? Raj, let me know. Who's worse, the fashion police or the plate police?
Man. Well, the fashion police usually like move in silence. Like you usually just keying at the table at your cousin with the fake Yeezys on. But the plate police, way worse.
Oh my god!
Because they might actually say something out loud.
Yeah. You're going back?
Yeah.
But I will tell you, in my Thanksgiving experience, I've never had to deal with the plate police.
Okay. I think it's only appropriate to be the plate police for people like directly in your family that you know who don't never bring shit. Right. Okay. So if you don't ever contribute or bring shit, you ain't season nothing. You don't contribute to Thanksgiving in any way, and you really not all the way in the family, like maybe your 15th cousin or something. You know what I mean? And they come over and they bring 3 people. And that third person go back 3 times, it's okay to be the plate police then. But everybody in your immediate family that you grew up with at your grandma's house when on Saturdays and Sundays when it was just the real family, you can't be the plate police with them. But somebody who is not really in the family, it's okay to be like, God damn, nigga, especially when y'all ain't prepared for that many folks.
So I got 3 questions. Based upon what you just said, Los, like you're giving me things to consider. First thing, where do y'all go in the lineup? By that I mean this. I try to go second to last or last. Me and Rumble usually like to bring up the rear because we really feel like we get to break wrists at the back, man. Where do you usually fall in line as far as getting your plate?
I'm definitely last, especially in my family now. With the dynamic being how it is now, I guess I'm the next in line. As far as men in my family, so I'm the last person to make. Cause I'm making sure everybody getting what they got. I fry the turkeys and all that, so I'm cutting turkey for everybody, making sure everybody get whatever piece they want. So I've been last for the past 2-3 years now.
How about you, Raj?
So I always lived in a house with an island. So it's pretty much like no beginning and no end. It's like a circle. Mm-hmm. So you just, wherever you at, we usually say grace around the island. And typically I'm with my Thanksgiving has never been more than 8 people.
Okay.
9. Let's say 10. Never been more than 10 people.
Oh.
So at most we around the island, holding hands, saying grace. And then you just kind of grab your plate and start wherever you at. Okay, so I never really had to deal with that.
So we go about 30 deep, and I think Los about the same thing. We go about 30 deep, and
that's dope.
Well, it brings another dynamic into play. Los, since y'all go so hard, I mean, so many people, do you have to, outside of cooking, are you expected to contribute financially to the proceedings?
Yes, I supply the oil for the turkey and all the seasoning and the injections, and I get propane, all that, because I fry the turkeys. So I'm financially responsible for that part of the thing. Chunky buys the turkeys because he's on base, which is some bullshit, because he make a whole lot more money than me. Well, not a whole lot, but he make more money than me, and I think he should contribute on my part, because my part is way more expensive. But he go get some turkeys on base. I'm frying 2 24-pound turkeys this year, 25-pound turkeys this year.
So in other words, you got a podcast and dial 318-BIG-CAP. I fried turkeys.
Come fuck with me.
yeah, man. Brought to you by Edo food truck right quick, man. I see you, man. I see how you operate. Raj, I guess we all kind of contribute as far as bring something. Right, but I mean, there was a point when we were kids and you just show up and eat, where it became like, nah, that shit been over. Like, nah, you got to bring some loot, or you got to bring something of substantial value. I think I always end up bringing like a 24-pack of beer, and for the last couple of years I've been cooking. It's a little irregular this year. I did a little melatonin casserole last year. I did some greens the year before. Like, I'm always doing something. I always got. I don't
think it's real till you start cooking. Like, you can. I don't think you really contributing until you start really cooking. Like, cause you in the kitchen with your mom and them and your aunts, and you know what I mean. They like, oh no, look, do this. When you start really cooking for Thanksgiving and Christmas, that's when you really contribute. Buying something is easy. Like buying beer. I mean, we supply liquor because that's what we gonna drink every year. But I don't think you really contributing and kind of helping out for real until you start cooking. Or like for me, it was able for my dad to sit down and he could relax finally. Yeah, that's when I really started.
But it's way more cost efficient to cook something, because if you over here buying liquor, that shit get expensive. Go buy you something to cook and cook it. It's a lot cheaper to do that than the other.
But I mean, you still gonna buy liquor too, cause
And the last question I had about that, or statement, is there's a different type of plate policing that I think is within bounds. There's a phenomenon that goes down in my family from time to time, which people have talked to. Like, so we normally come, it's the first pass, everybody go hard. Sometimes people go for light seconds. No running really is like a thirds person. But then there becomes a time where it's like, okay, so-and-so boyfriend not here, so-and-so husband not here, so-and-so wife not here, so they make it to go, right? But and put it on top of the refrigerator, which is the standard operating place for black people to put plates, right?
Or in the oven.
Or in the oven, there you go. Or in the microwave, right? They got places to put it. However, there comes that second wave about 2 hours later where people start, like when people finish with the sweets and everything, people start making their to-goes to go home. And that's a very competitive market, because like if you're not hopping on that wave, you will get left out of Thanksgiving dinner times 2, the second iteration of it. I mean, so I think it's fair to plate police that. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't go too ham on a to-go plate. That's what I'm saying.
No, I feel like you can't go first round on to-go plate. If you're not here, you get to taste everything. You don't get to go first round in person Thanksgiving on a to-go plate. No, you just don't get them helping because you weren't here. You got to be here. I don't care if you was working, whatever you were doing. You get to taste it. You still get to have Thanksgiving, but you can't get first round draft pick. You know what I mean? On to-go plates, especially a family. Deep as I was, like 30 deep.
Can you get family first round portions on the to-go plate?
You know what I'm saying? You can. Yeah, no. You can't get them portions. Oh, if you there, no. You already ate.
I didn't think so. I thought you were saying that you could, and I'm like, I don't.
No.
Go ahead.
No, you can't take first round portions. That's a better word than me saying first round. You can't take first round portions. That's ridiculous, dog. Come on, because everybody wants some, especially like shit like dressing, greens, turkey, all the shit everybody really want. You can't take that. Like, come on now. It's 30 people in here.
It's secret love that I like. This is the shit I actually kind of love. Like when everybody ate the sweets, everybody watching TV, chilling. It's getting late, and then you see your aunt in the corner of the kitchen with some dressing mix and some rice, and she making some more rice dressing just for everybody to go plate. Oh, that's love,
that's
right?
Always
there.
a win.
That's love, right?
Or she got a secret one that she ain't put out. And she waited to see how y'all slaughtered the other one. Because, we do cornbread.
Because y'all was acting up last Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we do cornbread dressing. We do rice dressing for Christmas.
What I'm saying is y'all was going to ham on the to-go place last Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so
she said that's not going to happen again. Because rice dressing, because the dressing mix and rice, which is, that's all rice dressing is, don't cost that much.
No,
I can buy an extra
pack. Not at all.
I can make it.
Get you some Savoy.
I will tell y'all, there's pros and cons. I feel like to everything, and y'all boys both have large Thanksgiving dinners. I don't, so to-go plates aren't really a problem. Like every once in a while, we'll bring like a to-go plate to my mama's older cousin. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, or like somebody will come and take a to-go plate to their husband or whatnot. But for the most part, I'll have Thanksgiving. I will eat the same thing for that entire week because that's how much food we have left over. Because
with no problem,
you know what I'm saying? It's it's usually a small gathering.
I mean,
with no problem.
And just for the record, extra credit if you got the to-go plates, like the lid boxes. My people in Laurelville be having that, where you could close the little lid.
The plate lunch daddies.
The plate lunch daddies. Yeah, the separated little sections.
Yeah. I mean, we fall paper people where I'm from, but when you go down the street to Laurelville,
we got plate.
But I'm saying when you got that,
plate lunch
you on
another
level. Yeah, you on another level. Yeah. you beat Super Mario. You playing with Luigi now.
Hey man, I hope y'all all had a happy Thanksgiving because obviously we dropping this after Thanksgiving. Hopefully your Thanksgiving was as good as ours and you still snacking on something.
Oh, and make sure you tell us your Thanksgiving stories too. Let us know what's happening, how y'all Thanksgiving go too. Put it in the inbox.
Absolutely, man. But look, it's time for me to let y'all know what has been burning my Boudin this week. Yeah, the first thing that burned my Boudin this week is watch my shit ass niggas, man. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of being in any place where someone points to something and says, "Hey, could you watch my shit right quick?" Like, that just burns my Boudin. That's it.
Nah, I feel like it does more than I feel like you think I'm a hoe when you say shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? I take that person like, "Oh, hey, watch my shit for me, my nigga." Like, no. Bitch, if you really want it, take care of it. Because I might be the nigga who steal it. How you know I'm not the nigga who steal it? It's only a few niggas who can tell me, hey, watch my shit for me real quick. But if it's a nigga who I just don't, a person.
I think familiarity plays a big part of this.
A huge part in it, bro. Like, it's only.
I think also efficiency plays a huge part in it because I'm a backpack guy. So wherever I go, if I need to go to the bathroom, I can take my backpack. Yeah. Most of the time, like what I might have you hold is hold my phone, hold my keys, something that's I can just have you hold this for me. I don't need you to watch my car. Watch my running car. I don't need you to watch
hold my pocket spot
wardrobe.
Yeah.
On my what?
my pocket spot.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. There's certain people I'll be like, nah, you good. Or I'll be like, yeah, and I just won't watch it. I'm that type of guy.
Yeah, I mean, like
I'm that guy too. I'm that guy. You'll tell me to watch and be like, cool, and then I will like instantly forget that I'm watching your stuff. It doesn't matter to me.
On purpose though. I won't forget. I just won't watch it.
No, I mean, when we was watching the Saints game on Sunday, Los, they had people leaving stuff on the table, like, watch my stuff for me right quick. And I was like,
yeah, no.
Yeah, nah, I mean, I'm not. I mean, if somebody, like, the second part of that statement is, watch my stuff, but what do I do if somebody comes to take your stuff? That's the second part of that.
Your stuff.
Like
you fight for them.
Is that what you agree? That's what's expected. Is that what's expected?
Yeah, you signed like a go to war clause in your friendship.
Nah.
It depends on what it is.
If it wasn't a friendship to begin with, I can't do it.
Okay,
you
so
sign
Los,
a friendship clause
Los,
as well.
I leave my plate, and I'm like, Los, watch my plate. And a cat come over there and be like, man, give me that plate, man. And you say, oh, no, that's for my homeboy. Relax. And then he want to squab over it. You ready to fight over my plate?
Like if you leave your plate,
yeah.
How much did you eat off that plate?
It's a good. I like a 4 for the plate.
Nah, he ain't gonna take. I ain't gonna let the nigga take your plate, dog.
But my point is, it's a fight at this point. Are you Are you ready to have a fight over my plate?
For you, I'll fight over your plate, my nigga.
Okay, Raj, you
I
fight
think I'll
over
fight
my
over your plate too. I think I'll fight over your plate too.
Yeah.
If somebody came and was like, because at some point it's disrespect.
As I was about to say, it's disrespectful to me.
That's my partner plate. Yeah. Who? Aldo NICE, you know him? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that nigga. Fuck him. I'm taking his plate anyway. Well, then now you just disrespecting my partner.
Now we box. And me, because I told you somebody, it's for somebody. And
I mean, really what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to like hold him up until you get there.
Yeah.
So you can fight him. Because that's ultimately, if you don't want to fight him, then I'll
hold on. He be back in 2 minutes. Just wait. Then y'all can fight this shit right
now. I'm leaving with this plate right now.
We'll tussle for a little while.
Nah, I ain't gonna let nigga take my nigga plate though.
I mean, I get it if it's something like your cell phone and you're watching and somebody try to take it. I'm absolutely squabbing him on site. Definitely. Put the cell phone down and I'm mushing him like it's happening.
Mm-hmm. You can't waste a cell phone though. That's what I would be concerned about. Because at Thanksgiving, I'm going to wear something nice. And I'm concerned about the plate wasting on me. So that could cause another fight. You can't waste your cell phone. So I'll tussle with you over the cell phone. Like, I'll go real ham over your cell phone or your keys.
But not if your red Kool-Aid. But I'm not fighting you over your red Kool-Aid.
One of us going to get red Kool-Aid on us if we fight over it. No doubt.
Most likely I'll make them some more.
When fighting over red Kool-Aid, expect to get it on both of you.
I just feel like if I tell you it's somebody's plate and you say, nah, fuck that, you disrespecting me now. You know what I mean? Like you treat me like I'm some kind of fuck nigga. I can't let you do that.
Well, that's well said, and I appreciate the love that both of y'all show. And let me tell you something else that burns my Boudin this week. People who go to the Luby's of the world and such on holidays by choice. Not the people who don't have family, so they go. I'm okay with that. But the people who like, nah, I don't feel like going by my people. I'm going to Luby's. The food's good. They burn my Boudin.
Why?
I don't understand the burning the Boudin on this one. I really don't.
Me neither, because I could understand it if you was a long time Luby's employee and you just hate when people come in because you're chilling and you're working on Thanksgiving and you don't want it to be that.
You think it's gonna be empty?
So I don't understand you in the profession that you're in being mad at people that go to Luby's. Unless
I don't get it.
Another caveat is if your people went to Luby's about 7 years in your childhood, then I can understand that too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's bring it full circle. I don't like Luby's, and
you don't like Luby's?
I don't like Luby's. And I don't like people who swear by Luby's. And if you're making the statement that you're going to Thanksgiving at Luby's, you're making it a point to be like, I'm not going to Thanksgiving at Piccadilly. I'm not going to go to Corral. I'm not going to American Seafood Kitchen. I'm not going to Soul Foods, Medea Soul Food. I'm going to Luby's. And I don't like how people sell Luby's like it's the shit.
But Al,
I went to Luby's one Thanksgiving, and the only reason why
he didn't went to Luby's on Thanksgiving. That's why
I've been to Luby's on Thanksgiving, no doubt.
He's a Luby daddy.
The only reason I went to Luby Daddy's was because my dad was working in Dallas at the time, and we went to Luby's because we didn't have nowhere to have Thanksgiving. Like we was essentially in a hotel, but it was like kind of a smaller apartment, and we wasn't gonna make Thanksgiving dinner there. So we just went to Luby's.
That was a humble brag.
It was a little bit. They said you get actually half off your plate if you wear Lubriderm, like lotion, and if you wear Louboutins. Like if you pop,
no. If you wear Louboutins, you gotta buy the person plate behind you. Bitch, because you make too much money to be in here.
Oh, if you got Luby.
Also, if you have a pet bee or yellow jacket named Luis.
Louis B. Stop it, cuz. No, okay. I'm just saying.
Well, stupid.
So, I guess the concept of Luby's Burned His Boudin, not that you got to go there. I guess I can let you off the hook for going there.
I mean, I think if you have family, if you have family and they can't cook, and that's the only family you have in town, you can't go to the family that can cook. I don't have no problem with you going to Luby's because some people just don't do.
Go to Bonanza. Go to Ryan's.
But they don't have those. They don't have none of those, a lot of those anymore. I think we had one Piccadilly's in Shreveport, and I'm sure that's probably the last one standing in Louisiana. Maybe 3 more in Louisiana.
Nah, he mad. There you go. Hey, let me tell you the last thing that burned in my Boudin this week, because I got one more, man. I'm gonna play a little clip right quick, man. Check out my little cousin pronouncing his name.
My name is Kevin Boutte, and I am a facility designer. So my first experience with Walt Disney Imagineering was through the Disney Imaginations competition, and that entire experience was amazing.
And now I'm going to give you another clip of someone with the same last name pronouncing his name.
Mason Boudin, I'm rocking with G Sports.
So the first person, obviously, was my cousin, Kevin Boutte, who is, does great work. Look him up. I'm at DreamWorks, Disney engineering type, man. Like really up and coming, killing the game with some, positive black male jobs and like in tech, STEM related, killing it. And the second is the number 1 rated player in Louisiana in high school at Westgate High School in New Iberia, Kayshawn Booty. And both of their last names are spelled the exact same way. So what burns my Boudin is people who pronounce their last name Boutte instead of Booty.
Hey, you know what's extremely fun about this? I went to college with a guy named Tim Boutte, and spelled the exact same way. And when I first met him and read the depth chart, I was like, I kept arguing. I'm like, nigga, your name is Booty. Like, it's Booty. He's like, no, nigga, I'm French. Like, nigga, no, you're not. I'm looking at your hair. No way you French. But yeah, he from Texas.
I mean, what's the exit when you go to New Orleans, Raj? Is Homer and what?
Boutte.
Oh, that boy said Boutte. Booty, Homer, exit,
Booty.
Raj.
It's not Booty, Homer, exit. It's Boutte.
Okay, so every one of them people from Grand Mary, what their last name is, Olivier or what?
So Boutte.
You are wilding right now.
So no, I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me go ahead because I'm exact opposite of y'all. I never knew that. Not never, but for a lot of my childhood knew that Booty was a last name, and I'm gonna even go as far to say that John David Booty, that was spelled Booty, or whatever the quarterback was, that was his older brother.
His name was spelled really Booty.
Yeah, his name
was literally Booty, like a pirate's gold.
Yes,
yeah, like booty shaking. Yeah,
you're right. That was like the first time I ever heard Booty. It was always Boutte to me. Always.
So the people who went to church with us, Raj, was Lois and Helen Booty, couldn't? I'd never heard nobody call him Boutte, couldn't? Never.
It was Boutte.
I've never heard anyone say that. I look at Boutte the same way I look at, potato, but more specifically, like Chris Broussard.
So let me say this.
Oh, so you agree with Chris Broussard too?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
I also don't click on.
I.e. Chris Broussard. Just for those of y'all who don't know,
Hebert. I've heard people have introduced themselves to me as John Hebert and instead of John Hebert. So all I'm saying is it's up to me who you're talking to. I also have been at Westgate football games where they call Kayshawn Booty Kayshawn Boutte. So
but
I'm just saying.
You heard the clip? He said Kayshawn Booty. New Iberia.
Right, I get it. I understand that that's what he called himself, but I think that he would turn around if somebody said, "Hey, Kayshawn Boutte," and I don't think he would say it's Booty.
Okay,
I don't think
he'd turn around for the Kayshawn. I don't think he'd turn around for the Boutte.
Mr. Boutte, get in class. I think he would go to class.
So
he might be like, my name ain't Boutte, man.
Y'all got last names like Green and Pearson. So it's not a lot of Pearson or Garain. You know what I mean? Like I guess somebody could call me like Antoine. I guess somebody could try to French it up, and I'd be like, nah, cutting this Antoine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that there's an accepted way to do it, and I think now part of it burns my boudin.
So if a French dude come up, if a French native comes to you and says Antoine, Alain Antoine, you wouldn't say it's Antoine, nigga. Like you wouldn't say that.
I guarantee I would.
Why would
you would not do that?
I'm an asshole.
You know what they say? You know what they say? They like Mr. Antone, and I'm like Antoine.
Yeah.
Okay,
they say that all the time.
Completely different. They forgot the I. That I is prominent in your name.
Appreciate that, man. I've been thinking that for a while, and nobody's ever really articulated how prominent that I was in my name. But I appreciate that coming from my homeboy who'll fight over my plate, nigga.
Ain't no I in team, but they got an I in Antoine.
Yeah, man. So
it's an I and I.
I think it just burns my boudin across the board when people have a way that everybody says their last name, and they say it a different way, because I think. Like, we've had this talk before in real life. There's some people who used to go to church with us as well, Raj, and their last name was Guidry, and then his brother last name was Guillory. And it was like two brothers who have two different complete spellings and pronunciations of the same last name, because it's like, nah, this is really my last name. And I know there's a reason behind it. There's probably a deeper reason behind it. But I just kind of feel like if that's the accepted way that it's said around where we at, don't French it up. To be a little bit better, but
I want to tell you what the reason was.
Shoot it.
The reason was because they didn't care about black people. Birth certificates at that time.
Yeah,
it didn't really care what that nigga name is. All right, and then write something down.
You right.
Just like my family, literally my dad's brothers. You can cut it in half. Have E's on the end of their name.
Greenie,
and we don't.
Greenie.
Damn.
And I also know the origin of your last name. So they used to use fermented grapes on anthills to kill them.
Antwine.
And that's where that came from.
It was antwine? That was it? What is wrong with him, Cutting? And just FYI, we in different cities than we normally record. We normally
used to dirty wine. Go ahead.
We normally in Houston and in Denver, but like Los is in Shreveport, I'm in New Iberia, Rogers in Denver. So if y'all hear that train going off in the background, it's because I'm in the country. You heard me podcasting.
Awesome.
But
awesome niggas in the background talking loud. I had to go tell them niggas shut the fuck up.
So if I got to give y'all the benefit of the doubt on that last name thing, I will say this part. That if my last name was like, if it was Aldo Ass, like ASS, like ass, I probably wouldn't want people calling me Aldo Ass. I probably would be like Aldo Ass. Like, I might do it. So Booty is kind of like, I guess, I could get why somebody would not want to be called, Roger Penis. Booty. Like, I'd be Roger Penis. Oh, so, you know what I'm saying?
Or vagina. It'd be like Virginia.
No, it would not be Virginia. You would
Penny. It would be Penny.
Vagina. It's Vagina. Okay, that's how you pronounce my last name, right? No, I mean I get that. It's a lot to consider, but it's a lot to that burns my boudin this week, man. Let's just run into some stories, man. We ain't got a lot today because we on a timetable. We at home. We trying to eat and get ready for this Thanksgiving. So the first thing I want to talk about this week is the concept of Friendsgiving. I know y'all been seeing it all over the place.
Everywhere.
Shit, we naming this podcast Friendsgiving. What are your thoughts, Raj? I'm going to start with you because me and Los already kind of talked about it. So I'm curious what your thoughts are on the concept of a Friendsgiving.
So I think Friendsgiving can be two different things. I think Friendsgiving, one could be, we all moved to a different place. I met a whole bunch of friends and we not going home because we all got jobs that allow us not to leave or whatever, and so we're gonna be in town, and so we having a Friendsgiving. That's one thing. Like I guess that's like a necessity. I need someone to give thanks with. And then I think also on the flip side, I was invited to a Friendsgiving on November 6th. So it was basically just like, hey, we want to get together. Like It's a bunch of friends getting together. We want to get together. It's nothing, not a necessity or anything like that. It's just, instead of having Thanksgiving with your family, let's all get together and let's call it Friendsgiving.
Okay.
That's my two takes on it. And so I'm with both of them. I'm cool with potlucks, especially if it's my friends.
Can I ask you a question, right? Was it all dudes or was it like a little mixed crowd thing?
It's mixed.
Oh, okay. See, I guess I see it. For me, I thought Friendsgiving was something that chicks did. Like, you know how they love brunch? I just thought they was like, oh, it's Friendsgiving. So, you know, all I've seen was a bunch of chicks getting together and having Friendsgiving. For me, I've never...
100% of best friend weekends have consisted of brunch. So you like brunch too?
No, I know that, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
I just thought, I really don't like brunch, but I go because of mimosas. That's my favorite part of brunch. Go ahead. Brunch. Anyway, I like mimosas. But I just thought it was like a little chick thing they did. But you know, Al told me like, oh no, such and such. I was like, okay, I never seen that. But he was like, it'll be dope if go ahead, Al, you go ahead and tell that part.
Well, I mean, I
never seen dudes get together by themselves and have.
Well, I think the concept of a Friendsgiving, it was initially kind of in my Burned His Boudin thing because I saw a lot of people talking about it. So I had to really kind of think about it, ask some questions, glean a little bit more information about what Friendsgiving is all about. And that idea, the first thing that you said, like the November 6th type you said, where it's just an idea where I'm going to be around my family for Thanksgiving. So I do want to have some kind of event where I can celebrate my friends. So we're having a Friendsgiving before that where we just kind of eating and hanging out. And I think that it could be a cool thing. Actually, I think it's 100% on brand with what we do. So, like, I'm announcing it now. 2020 will be the first annual Best Friend Weekend Friendsgiving event. It's going to have to happen. Like, I think we need to go ahead on that, throw that with the brand. People are going to be invited. We'll get us some bottles of wine. Maybe do mimosas, like not a brunch type thing. But get us some bottles of wine and we'll eat good. And maybe potluck it up, maybe not. Maybe tie it into a larger Best Friend weekend. But be on the lookout for Best Friend Weekend Friendsgiving 2020. It's gonna be a thing that we're gonna do. But like I do. Yeah. At first I was like not so keen to the concept. But I've come around and I'm like, no, I think this is a cool idea to just be able to celebrate your friends. Everybody come, everybody dress up a little bit. We get to celebrate because a friend circle, you see more than your family. And these are people that you see on a often. But how often do you really get an opportunity to have all of your friends in one place where you can celebrate them? We get that for Best Friend Weekend, you know, but not a lot of people get that.
I think for me, it'll be so much like it'll be dope. I guess for us and our brand, if you know we get a house and everybody contribute with the cooking, like you know everybody cook and make a little dish and we sit out and break bread together and then.
And by everybody, you mean this podcast is brought to you by Ito Hand food truck.
No. We already know what he bringing. Either he bringing Boudin nachos, Boudin tacos, or gumbo tacos. We already got him on the list for what he bringing.
Man, all of that. He gonna bring some stuff, but all of that food y'all gonna be eating gonna need y'all to be right back in shape after the holiday season. So, how about a quick word from our newest and truest sponsor, A to Z Fitness. Look, it's never a bad time to get in the best shape of your life. Do yourself a favor and go to Zeno Fitness and get with the homie Alpha Zeno. In addition to virtual training, his state-of-the-art Stafford workout facility is located in Southwest Houston, right off of Murphy Road. You could come to A to Z Fitness and use the equipment, schedule a private workout with one of the trainers, or do a boot camp to get you headed in the right direction. They're open 7 days a week, so feel free to join the team to scope and tone, do high intensity and strength training, and ultimately get the results that you're looking for. All of the coaches at A to Z are knowledgeable on fitness and health and will have you motivated to be the best you that you could be. Listen, I'm gonna stop talking about it because you could already have visited the site and got started on your journey toward being a champion. A to Z Fitness. It's about damn time to get fine. So pull up. So, another thing that always kind of coincides with Thanksgiving weekend, specifically in Louisiana, is that good old Bayou Classic. Raj, give me one memory. When you think Bayou Classic, what memory do you have?
This podcast is brought to you by Graham Store 30. That is my only memory of the Bayou Classic, in saying that I know he played in it, and I've never been.
Sheesh.
You never ever been to the Bayou Classic?
Not one time in my life.
Wow. Okay.
That's different. When I think Bayou Classic, my first memory is I don't remember if it was junior or senior year in high school, but I went to Bayou Classic with my cousin Ash Dog, and we was out there, and we was in a room. It was one of them times where we was in a room with like 5 dudes in like a a 2-bed daddy, back
daddy
somewhere downtown New Orleans. I think we was at the Intercontinental. I don't know why they let us all in the Intercontinental, but yeah. And the boys had a cooler in their ice chest with bottles of that Blue Beast and Hunch Punch.
Ooh.
And like I said, I was about 16, 17, so we over there just drinking that Blue Beast and Hunch Punch and walking up and down Bourbon and, hollering at little chicks or whatever. I mean, trying to do what we could do. And I remember specifically at that age, like coming in the room, going to Popeyes on Bourbon and getting some chicken and then getting back to the room. And maybe when I got back home, I looked at my pocket and they had the receipt. And the receipt said something like 4:40 a.m. And I remember being like, ooh, I'm a big dog. I was out there at 4:40 in the morning on Bourbon. You heard me?
Yeah.
Los, what you got?
Well, in true Los fashion, I got 2 memories.
There you go. You got one for Roger and one for you?
Yes. All right. So I think one of my first memories of I've been going, both my parents went to Southern, so I've been going since I was like 5 or 6 every year. But one of my like fondest memories was like I first got to really ride down Canal. My daddy had he had rented a Tahoe or whatever, me and my cousin was down. We rode down Canal and we got back to the hotel and we was right across the hall from Master P. He was having a party over there. We was like, damn, I ain't No Limit. There's a whole bunch of No Limit niggas here. Ooh. And then we was in a Master P, and Chunky looked like he at 16. Chunky looked like he was 25. He had a beard and all that shit. So he ended up talking to some little chick over there, and we got in there and made a drink and all that, and rode down Canal in the Suburban playing that big times when it first dropped. That was one of my first memories. That's right before they started closing Canal to ride down up and down Saturday, and then I think my fondest memory was seeing that yellow Hummer, all the hot boys in that yellow Hummer on Canal, seeing the hot boys in the yellow Hummer.
I wanna pinpoint something. I think this is the funniest thing in the world. Y'all boys was staying across the street from the No Limit Soldiers, and y'all went up in there and made y'all a drink. That's what I thought I heard. I don't think that's what you said, but that's what I heard. And then y'all left and. The rental car company came and swapped out y'all Tahoe for a Suburban because y'all needed more room. And y'all said, "Man, fuck them boys. We playing the big timers because we like Cash Money better."
And we got a Hummer.
I mean,
that's the story that I heard.
That's not what happened, but yeah.
But that's what you said.
It's Master. I mean, we played the big time, but I mean, it was Master.
He just talking about your car switch, man. Don't listen to Raj.
That's fine.
And the fact that they didn't go listen to No Limit Soldiers.
Y'all are ridiculous.
No. I was still a hot boy nigga.
Okay. So that was your one fond memory, or that was both of them?
Both of them.
Okay, so there you go. So he was talking about 2 different events. Raj, you don't listen good, man.
No, he wasn't. I heard 2 stories. The second story was he saw
the first story was we were standing across the hall from Master P.
And the
went over there,
saw the yellow Hummer.
Made a drink. No, the second story when I saw the yellow Hummer on Canal. With the hot boys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Was it sitting on 22s?
No, it was 23s.
Oh, then they lied on the song. That's all it is. So listen, Bayou Classic falls if you're from Louisiana, if you're from around here, specifically if you're from small town Louisiana. No, fuck that. Pretty much if you're from anywhere in Louisiana. It is from ages like 15 to 25, it is the preeminent event, 15 to maybe 23, for young black people in Louisiana. We all descend upon New Orleans. Boys wear their best fits. They hope it get cold outside so they could wear their race car jacket. Man, you remember when them boys used to wear them race car jackets that used to match their cars? Car?
Oh, wow.
Boys had the Skittles.
I would like to know, have you ever had a race car jacket?
I never did. Nah. Lewis had one. I didn't have one.
I never had a race car
jacket. I used to look at them. I used to like going to the hood store in the mall and look at the race car jackets, but I never could.
Boys had Crown Royal jackets. Boys had Skittles.
Yeah.
Boys had
M&Ms, the peanut M&Ms.
I see a boy with a Tide one with a Tide coat.
Yeah.
And all them cars was like Monte Carlos or Impalas, and they used to put the same thing that was on their jacket on the side of the car. Hey, boy, that's some Louisiana shit, huh?
That shit was nasty. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was kind of nasty though.
That shit was like
that shit was nasty. I had seen nigga had the Chiquita banana. The car I did had the Chiquita banana jacket with the match, the yellow daddy.
I don't doubt it. Hey, so now I was about to say something else, but now y'all got to tell me on the fly if you could have a jacket, Monte Carlo combo, circa 1999 to 01 when they was doing it. What eccentric brand? And I'm talking real slow, so y'all boys got time to think.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm thinking hard.
Would you put on that boy? I already know what mine gonna be. So
I'm gonna do the Skittles, bro. I'm gonna do the Skittles.
You just running the Skittles. Man, Skittles been done, man. That's what you're gonna do to Skittles, Los?
I can make up my own.
That's what I was saying, Los. God,
I can make up my own. Hold on, man.
I think if you're asking me, I think I'm gonna do that Xbox, big lime green Xbox jacket. You heard me? With the Xbox whip. Nah, yum.
That's fire.
Yum.
I'm 100% going with that Jeff Gordon DuPont.
Oh.
With them three with that real rainbow on it. It was red, yellow, green, and then blue at the bottom with DuPont. That's the one I'm going with. The only reason why I know it exists is because I'm looking at it right now. And the other one I'll go with is that Miller Lite.
Yeah,
okay,
that
old school Miller Lite. I'm with that Miller Lite.
No, I'm going with the Remy bottle. I'll go with that dark green.
Nah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Los.
What the fuck? I'm going with
Los,
the Remy bottle.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, Los.
That shit dope.
Los,
but I want my car gonna be in that Impala though.
With that one, Los.
My shit gonna be in that Impala though. The Impala with the Remy bottle with the matching jacket.
How about we just get the brown 17?
38. Oh no, you make with the brown with the guts.
You hear me? All the trimmings to be like that. I'm not talking about the bottle. You know, I'm talking about the damn canister that it come in.
Yes, that's what you're talking about. Yeah. That's nasty.
Anyway, so that's what we used to do. That's what we used to aspire to be when we was kids. But my real question is, not my question, just statement that Bayou Classic was like the top party for that age group. But then we got older and it was Essence Fest. What other different type of things around, the States, party events for Black people, like, compare to that? Things that come to mind for me are like, what is it, CIAA? And
CIAA be jumping.
In the Carolinas.
But people do people like BT, the BT Awards, and that shit is hot for a lot of people too.
Is it?
I don't think. Yeah, I think people
All-Star Weekend?
Yeah, All-Star, I mean, especially when it's close.
Yeah, if All-Star Weekend close, that's a thing. Super Bowl, same kind of thing, but All-Star Weekend definitely is
they one hot that... in Houston, All-Star Weekend is outrageous. I guess if it's a city that you live in, like we live in Houston, and we frequent those spots all the time, and then they go from free to $2,000 to get in.
Well, they used to have things like the Kappa Beach Party, right, and Freaknik and whatever.
Did you ever go to the Kappa?
No, I never been to the Kappa.
Oh, you missed out. You been to Freaknik though, huh?
No, man, Freaknik was before my time, man. Not when it was good. It was before our time, man. It was good in like 92, 93 types.
Yeah,
but like Los, you're not that old, Los. You was never at Freaknik.
No. I was about to say when I went,
you was riding in a Bourbon. You was riding your Suburban going to Freaknik. Then you got in your Tahoe, and then
yes, and then switch to the Hummer.
Right there, you go.
The yellow
Hummer. But not. And I mean, I think that a lot of the parties and the events like that other races go to usually are tied up to some kind of music festival, like things like Essence is a music festival, but I'm thinking things like Coachella or like South by Southwest. But like the things that Black people go to a lot of times, it just be any old thing, like Texas Relays. It'd be sports if you think about it. Like our stuff be most sports events. I think I just came up with something.
I'm looking at the national calendar of events, and one thing that did, so it's on soulamerica.com, so it's Black events. And one thing that is on here, and I'm dead serious, dead ass, is NBA All-Star Weekend. Like, that is a bona fide Black
event. It's a nigga event. I remember the first time I was I had like a little job for like 6 months, and I was in like a little sporting goods store. And I was like, I didn't know. I was out here. I didn't know that like NBA All Star it's definitely a nigga event. It's niggas everywhere in the NBA Star.
I will say this. In my childhood and in my college years, never went to any of those events. I've still to this day, never been to Essence. So ain't that crazy?
Well, Essence the only one that's not sporting events though. But go ahead, Rod.
But I will say that the number one black event that I've been to in my life is the Zulu Ball in New Orleans.
There you go. I never been to the Zulu Ball, so that's
me neither. I never been there either.
I've wanted to go every year since, and I've never been back. And it's had to be like in 2008, probably something like that.
I never been to Zulu
always
Ball.
wanted to go back. Always wanted.
That sound like something that respectable black people do, and one of these days. I think there's a little of a division between what respectable black people go do as their type of event, like dinner in Blanc in the Zulu Ball and Essence, versus what young black people who stunt and do. And once again it go all back to the sporting events, dog. Find a sporting event. And it's like, what's the number one event? What's the number one event? Alabama. I mean, Saints Falcons weekend. You know what I mean? That's like a thing for like Saints Falcons weekend, and
you know that's funny that you said Alabama, because Jackson State, Alabama, they play. That's a big weekend out there too. In
Alabama A&M,
Jackson. Yeah, like that. Those are big weekends. Jackson State. That's a big weekend. They got
hold up. Stop. Time out. Did you just say Jackson State?
No, I was saying Jackson State. No, listen. No, I was saying
Jackson.
I was about to
Jackson State.
No. Hold on.
The slave. They call it the slave game.
No.
Michael Jackson against Andrew Jackson.
Shut up.
AJU versus
I was saying
JSU.
Jack, but I was like, nobody would know. I was like Jackson State.
Alcorn, nigga. Alcorn and Jackson State.
But no, I wasn't saying them two was playing each other. I was saying Jackson State had big weekends out there. But yeah.
You used to say like Jackson State homecoming. Howard homecoming.
Yeah,
that's another one.
I was like in Jackson State. They be jumping. It's jumping out there.
Los, get your thoughts together, Los.
It's been a long day. Man.
That Jackson State game.
I wasn't saying they was playing each other, bro. Fuck y'all.
Texas State.
But that's actually a thing. But like
True.
Louisiana versus Louisiana State is
the Longhorns play against Texas State, and it's a thing.
No,
nah,
but Grambling State.
That's not what I was saying. I wasn't saying they was playing each other.
Southern A&M.
LSU and
Prairie A&M. That is the same school. Los.
LSU and Louisiana State. No, that's not what I wasn't saying that.
Hey man, I'm not gonna let you do no more, man. Listen, I've been seeing this online a lot, man, and I'm just curious about it, man. Ruin Thanksgiving in 4 words, man. Like, did y'all see that one? I know y'all saw that meme.
I haven't seen that one.
Well, I'll let y'all think on it. We don't have to say it right now, because I didn't even write down anything that would ruin Thanksgiving in 4 words. So I don't have any witty, dope things to say about it. I had a whole car ride where I could have thought about it. I didn't. It's not a thing. So I believe that was.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to talk about a couple more things. Listen, if you feel at any time that this podcast isn't up to par, just listen to last week because it was really good, and next week is gonna be really good.
Yeah.
But all 3 of us is trying to we think about food and stuff like that, but we're gonna keep it going because we got things to talk about. Okay, so let's matriculate into the sports part of the podcast because they got a couple of good.
I burnt the turkey.
Did you just now? That's not a thing.
No, that's my 4 words that would ruin Thanksgiving if I'm Los, because he fried turkeys.
Damn.
I'm not gonna burn a turkey though.
Well, I'm just saying that's what would ruin your Thanksgiving. I burnt the turkey.
Well, Carlos made the turkey. That would ruin mine.
But I'm cold in the fryer now. Don't play with me. I'm cold frying.
Try some corn pudding.
Corn pudding for dessert.
It's not dessert. Y'all stupid. Bring me a turkey roll. Bring me a turkey roll. Fucks up my Thanksgiving. Ugh.
Hold up, man. That wasn't 4 words. Right? Los. That wasn't 4 words.
Turkey roll it's 4 words. I think it's 4 words. Fuck y'all. Next subject, man. Fuck.
Why
man.
you don't want to talk about that, Los? Is that did we in a
I
special
don't want
vein?
to play because no, that corn pudding is fire. That's what y'all understand. Shit good.
So you know what?
Try this Shreveport food.
That's fine.
Hold up, I got one, Raj. We watching TV, and my dad is clicking, and I see on the bottom of the screen, Jackson versus Jackson State.
That's not what I was saying, man.
Oh, Daddy, I want to watch the
Correcting
Saints game. No, boy, Jackson versus Jackson State.
Well, you got to know your heritage.
the Jackson Bowl.
Hey, man.
The
I'm
Jackson
reporting y'all for
5.
bullying.
They play. Hey, they got the Alabama A&T, Atlanta A&T band over there, man. Talking about hit it with that flight of the bumblebee, man, and the whole Jackson 5 Motown review. Oh my God, Jackson State. Okay, I'm done with it.
That's not what I was saying. Anyway.
Okay, Raj, just a little known fact that I just wanted to throw at you. That Harriet movie that came out recently. I read on the Undefeated that Namdi Asamoah is the producer of that movie. Did you know that he was like a producer and an actor? I did not know that.
I didn't, but I assumed that somebody else had it first, and he intercepted it from them.
Yeah, more than likely. Let me tell you 2 other things I didn't know about him. Did y'all know Namdi Asamoah was married to Kerry Washington?
What?
Like, that's that man's wife for a long time, and he got multiple children with her.
You serious?
Like Scandal.
No.
Olivia Pope.
No.
Yes.
Hold
Third
on.
thing, that man was born in Lafayette. Like,
I think I knew that too. I think I used to tell people that a long time ago when he was relevant.
But you be making stuff up because you was telling everybody that Victor Cruz was born in Patterson.
He did go to Patterson.
Patterson, New Jersey, nigga, not Patterson.
Never said the state.
The ego line.
I was just like so much like I went down the rabbit hole of looking at Namdi Asamoah stuff because I saw he did that movie and I was like, what? This nigga's married to Kerry Washington and he from Lafayette? Like how? Like what? Like I had no clue about any of those things. I just think that those are interesting facts that, you know, when you're from where we from, we get excited when people are, you know, from the hood. You feel that? It's a thing, man. So add him to the list of successful Louisiana athletes with Bill Russell.
That boy not from no Louisiana. That boy
right?
A Nigerian.
Right? I think they said he had
like
like some
claim him.
Well, James Ohamu. We got some people from out here that we be claiming as African and stuff like that. But we talk about Africans, so let's talk about an African looking dude, man. Lamar, man. I just want to talk about Lamar for a little while before we get out of here because Lamar annihilated.
He looked Florida.
Lamar annihilated them boys on TV the other day.
Yeah.
And
were you proud?
I was. Because there's no way to really quantify this, but I want it to come out the way it's supposed to come out.
Please.
Lamar is for the niggas, dog.
That's all it is.
Lamar is like, in the same way that Allen Iverson was for the niggas, and you know, who else? Michael Vick was for the culture. And another way to say for the niggas, so I'm not so crass, for the culture. Michael Vick was for the culture. Allen Iverson was for the culture. King Griffey Jr. to an extent was for the culture. More so, Dontrell Willis was for the culture.
Okay, that King Griffey Jr. He wasn't for the culture.
Yeah.
His daddy was already there. He wasn't one of us. Like, for real.
Dontrell
he
Willis
didn't get
was
out
for
the
culture.
mud. Yes, I agree. Yes.
I
feel like Lamar is that kid that everybody be like, oh no, and he busts. You know what I mean? And he blows, and now he's this and that. My whole thing with him, I just hope he has people around him in his circle that he don't go absolutely crazy, because it's about to get everything. It's always good when you're winning. I just want to make sure he able to handle it when they go bad. That's it.
What I mean, I think that's a hell of a way to think about somebody, to be anticipating that they're gonna fall off. But my thought about Lamar is just that what I really, really like about Lamar being for the culture is that Pac-Man Jones was for the culture too, but he was just prone and bound to mess it up. The thing is, Lamar, like, when do you ever hear about Lamar in some kind of controversy, some kind of Lamar with them hoes, Lamar drinking, Lamar on that weed? Nothing. Lamar is about football. I'm happy about that. That's what I'm saying. Until they find him fighting dogs, like he
exactly.
Is
until he get too big and start just like you're not gonna be able to beat Tom Brady and be that good too many times. Like they're not gonna let that happen. So they're gonna try to find something.
I think you talking about something completely different than what I am. What I'm more so referencing is how Lamar carries himself. And how
off the field.
I'm just a fan of how he carries himself, just being who he is. I don't think I've ever seen him off the field with like a big gaudy chain or anything, or a big watch. Like he just seemed like the perfect for the culture individual for the niggas, Scudden.
Yeah.
Raj, what's your thoughts?
I agree. No, I agree. I'm actually like siding with Los in that I'm hoping that he don't mess up because you just scared. I'm not gonna say you're scared to say it, but you just don't want to say it. Yeah. Like if he for us, a lot of dudes that's for the culture mess up. I just looked at a picture. I thought it was funny because we talked about this earlier. Lamar Jackson was in the club with Lil Uzi Vert.
No, man. No.
Yeah, I just looked.
He was with Kodak. He was with Kodak. He was with Kodak Black up in a house a few months ago.
No.
So, but still in all, I do think I'm giving Lamar Jackson the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
I think that he gonna be taken care of. I think the one person that I don't know if he was necessarily always for the culture, but Cam Newton was our guy at one point in time, and he falling off now. I just hope that man don't have a fall off like that. I hope that he get taken care of on the field, and I hope that he got his surroundings that don't lead him in a direction of a race car jacket that matched the car. Like I just hope that.
I mean, that'll be on brand for Florida. If he do that with a donk, and I'm cool. I think you can't compare him to Cam Newton. I think Cam Newton got too big for his britches, like old people used to say. I think
and
Cam
why
Newton,
can't Lamar?
No, I agree. He can. I definitely agree with that. He can. I'm just hoping he doesn't. Hope he stay grounded. I think Cam Newton start balling, and then he started dressing like a palm reader, out the blue. But I feel like I want to feel like it's still early for that guy. It's the second year of the league. I just want him to get some vets around him, and I love the Baltimore organization and how they, their locker room is normally tight knit and how they kind of handle things with their players. I.e., Ray Lewis got off with a murder, so I feel like I want to say he'll be okay, but you just never can tell because when you come from Florida and where he came from, I don't know if he's from the Pork and Bean Projects or what.
He's not even from Miami, I don't think.
He's not from Miami?
Pompano Beach.
How far is that from Miami?
Butte. I don't know.
Butte.
How far is Rustin from Shreveport? I don't know. I don't know.
Not far. It's close enough to get in trouble with some niggas from there when you get popular. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. But I just want to be straight.
But if he would have did that, he would have got in trouble before. I don't know, Los. I think both of y'all y'all both missing me with y'all point. Because I think what the point that I'm saying is that I think that Lamar Jackson is awesome for the culture. Like, I think he is for the culture. I think that black people like him and whatever. And I think that y'all response that I hope he don't mess it up because he from Florida. That I don't get that
just
point.
Because he a nigga, point blank.
I just want
him to do good. I think he's awesome. I think he's awesome for the culture as well. I agree with you. I have no disagreements with you. I think he's awesome for the culture. I just hope he don't mess up.
I mean,
if he do, they're gonna tear him down.
They're gonna.
So let me kick back on a couple of those things that y'all just said. And I mean, all of that's good and fine. But if we talking. The closest comp in football is Michael Vick. And for a bunch of reasons. When Michael Vick got in trouble, he got in trouble for some shit he should have never got in trouble for. Fighting dogs and killing them. Like, in the culture, we don't really care that much about that. Like, as much as to send someone to jail for years behind dogfighting. Yeah. That is not a thing that we care about. So, it's something stupid that Michael Vick got in trouble for. To compare him to Cam Newton... Stop. I'm not finished. I'm not finished, though. I'm not finished. To compare him to Cam Newton is just not... It's not an equal comp at all. Cam Newton had like a prominent male figure, his father in his life, selling him to different colleges and going through all of this JUCO route and doing whatever. Like Cam Newton is not the same as like as a Lamar Jackson. So I just think that comp is like, I think that there is something to the black hero athlete that one of those characteristics cannot be, even if this is to the detriment of what I'm trying to say. One of those features cannot be, I grew up in this home with a positive male role model, and I went to this good private Catholic school or whatever. Like, that can't be part of that story. Hence the people that I named, like Michael Vick and Allen Iverson and Pac-Man Jones and Lamar Jackson. It's for the culture because it's that story of coming up from nothing and making something of yourself and killing the game in that way. So I'm not just trying to shit on his childhood, but I'm saying Cam Newton's not a good comp. And us to talk about Cam Newton started dressing crazy, what does that have to do with anything, really?
I totally agree with everything you just said. I'm just saying Cam Newton started dressing crazy, and then like in the midst of his getting right, he fucked off. That's all I was saying about Cam Newton. But I definitely agree with what you just said and the lines you said. I just hope he has good people around him where he can keep balling, and even when they try to attack you, because let's be honest now, white folks don't like to see black quarterbacks do well. Like for a long period of time. They want it while the money good, but when you start doing well for over a period of time, it's some and especially if you don't stay straight on the straight and narrow, they gonna get you on that. Like they gonna kill you. So I just want to make sure he understands that they love you now. Like Iverson told a couple people, they love you now, but if shit go anywhere left or slightly left, they gonna hate you, and I just want to make sure you got the right people around. That's all I'm saying about him. I love the kid. I think he's cool. I want him to do well. I'm not rooting against him. I want him to be on that LeBron track. We never heard nothing bad about LeBron. I want him to be on that LeBron track. That's what I'm saying. I just hope he had the right people around him to when the shit goes good, bad, or indifferent, I want him to be there and be able to hold up, hold his head high and push through it. That's all I'm saying.
That's admirable, man. But if he could play, he could play.
He
now cue up that music for Nothin NICE to say.
I know they say if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Nothing nice to say, but Aldo NICE.
Ain't nothing nice. You hear me?
So from time to time, I go places. I do things. And for the most part, I'm pretty fiscally responsible, and I try to make sure that I'm not involved with none of the tomfoolery. But so this past week when I went to make a regular purchase on Amazon and they informed me that I had no money on my debit card, I had to wonder, what happened there? So upon doing some quick research, I realized that my whole entire debit card had been ran through by some of these old scammers. So I don't know how they got me. I don't know what they did, but they ended up at what was it? At what's that place called? Not Hooters, the other one. Twin Peaks. Ran up my whole damn ticket. They over the course of a couple of days, they ran through my whole little account. So I mean, needless to say, I'm gonna get the loot back. It's it's documented. I wasn't there, all of that other good stuff. But the issue is that people actually be scamming and stealing credit and debit card information. Go get a job, bitch. Like, in real life, that is one of the most lazy, asshole-ish little schemes to get paid when you don't want to do nothing. So, instead of fussing, I'm just going to say, get a job, get a life, and I hope you get caught. And if they ask me to testify, I'm going to court and I'm pointing the finger at you because I ain't got nothing nice to say about credit card scammers or anybody other like, so I won't say nothing at all.
So you don't like scammers, no?
Well,
no one likes scammers.
Unless they hit that ticket and you get to go smoke hookah.
I know what you say.
I don't need. You stupid. You're so stupid. I don't need credit card scammers though. No, man. I don't need people. Look, I don't need theft. Cutting. Like I heard this from a dude in college, Rog, and I'm gonna say this. He said like somebody had broke in my car and stole my radio one time. And he was mad for me. He was like, man, I can't believe they did that. He said, man, why people even steal? He was like, bro, go sell dope or something, bro. Like, why are you stealing? And I always kind of went with that. Go sell dope or something. Go do something that's like requires you to do some kind of business acumen. Do not steal. If you're stealing an Amazon package off my dough, if you're stealing my credit card information, if you're stealing something on my car, if you're pulling up on me with a gun talking about give me your wallet, stealing is so whack. Stealing from a bank, all that's whack. I just think stealing is whack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's even more whack when it happens to you. Because you know what I mean? Like I care about you, but I just don't feel like you feel. But yeah, I've actually had. I'll tell you something that's fire. Just to talk about banks and the dealings of banks. I was at work one day and I got an Alabama number called me and I'm like, I'm not answering that. That's them people. Alabama number called me right after that. So I said, let me answer this. So I answered it and it was Regions Bank calling me to say, hey, you got some activity going on your card. We went ahead and shut it down before it got too crazy. Blah, 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 blah. Well, what the funny thing is, I didn't even know you could do this, but they were spending money on Facebook. Like I don't know exactly what they was doing on Facebook, but it wasn't sponsored. They wasn't trying to grow their business. They was just trying to
Facebook market.
Just buy weird stuff on Facebook, like games, like coins and stuff. And then they ordered some Domino's pizza and did all kind of crazy stuff like within, a very short span. It almost was like my card got to a bunch of different people and it was like, let's see how far we can get before they catch us. Yeah. And so Facebook actually refunded me my money, which is crazy, not the bank. And
Zuckerberg. And
yeah, so
he got it.
That's my only dealings. They made it very easy because it was obvious that I wasn't spending money. If they were spending money on Facebook from an IP address in at the time Lafayette, Louisiana, then maybe I got a case on my hands. But they was just like, nah, you good. We're gonna take care of it right now.
They were spending my money at Twin Peaks in Houston. And like at $150, $130, $140, $130, $140, like pops like that.
Oh,
but the suspiciousness of it was that it was happening like every 8 minutes. Like, how can you go to a Twin Peaks and every 8 minutes you running up $137? Like,
because it probably was somebody that worked.
Absolutely, that's what we think. So that's
that's what I'm about to say. That
they was doing something with like probably buying something for $1 and then tipping it.
Either that or he was like, okay, I got these. I got shots for you. Boom. Oh, that worked. Okay.
That's not. Again.
I don't think it was let's enjoy ourselves at this man's expense. I think it's let me pay myself from his card. So like I like the tip situation, and I think that they may have gotten some intel saying they're not gonna
the lady at the bank told
they're not gonna run your card as fraud unless it's 8 minutes. Like, you know what I mean? Like they know the algorithm.
Yeah, like the lady at the bank told me that one of the purchases for like $309 was a $19 purchase with a $290 tip.
Oh, damn, that's stupid.
That's one of them thoughts.
That's dumb though.
Yeah. So whoever
a nigga put up to that, that's stupid.
Yeah. So no, I'm definitely dry snitching. Like I got a pending thing. I mean, I don't have to do it. They're gonna give me my money back, but I still feel like it needs to happen because don't inconvenience me by taking my money to where I can't access my money for weeks. Like I'm not with the shits. It's not.
Yeah. Luckily, you got it in the shoebox under the bed.
What the fuck is wrong?
I'm just playing. People, calm down. Just playing.
What I think should happen is I really think I'm not big on like companies giving me stuff, but I really think that you deserve to get a bunch of free stuff from Twin Peaks. I don't know. I can't say
I just think he deserves Twin Peaks.
So you're actually right. Like I probably should. Twin Peaks should be like, y'all let an employee come in here and rape me. Like, y'all need to fire that employee. Everything else need to happen. And I need to give me some, like, get to go, look at some Hooters for free or something. Whatever Twin Peaks can do for me.
No, I'm just saying,
whatever you can get for free. If it's a sandwich, if it's a sandwich, roast beef, whatever it is.
White Boy Right should be able to come in there every Sunday with a private section and watch
fluttering roast beef.
Fluttering roast beef. Flabbing roast beef. Or
fluttering.
That's a chicken breast sandwich, whatever it is, let me just get it for free. Periodically.
Yeah, maybe so. Hey, before we get out of here, man, real quick, man. I didn't forget. Let's get it. Let's get a quick minute from our other sponsor, the Black Coffee Company. So 5 young Xavier alumni have come together to create the Black Coffee Company, man. Y'all visit theblackcoffeecompany.com to check out their art, apparel, and definitely their coffee. With 5 unique blends of Colombian, Brazilian, Ethiopian, and Peruvian coffees, these brothers are giving you some of the best Java from around the globe and some food for thought as well. These fellas aren't only distributing quality coffee, they preach the major tenets of entrepreneurship, financial freedom, and community empowerment. The whole movement is dope, but don't take my word for it. Visit theblackcoffeecompany.com and see what all the fuss is about. The Black Coffee Company, coffee for the culture. So the last thing I want to talk about, man, Mason Rudolph, though. Think about it, though, bruh. Aren't they sitting him this week, Raj?
Yes.
So,
and they can't make me believe that it's not strategic.
You don't think it's because that man did that shit? Said that shit?
No, I don't think, no, I think it's more so that they're playing the Browns again and they're going to fuck him up. Ogunjobi coming for him.
Ogunjobi. Gonna push him from behind. No, I think he did that shit. Nah. And that's their way of, Mike Tomlin found out, oh, you did it? You better get out there and ball. No, I know you called him.
Benched in the middle of last game.
I know. And then Mike Tomlin was like, you know what? Come sit your ass down. He ain't never killed us in the game before. They know, man. The Steelers know. They got the evidence somewhere that man actually was out there calling people niggas. I mean, we didn't get
I tell you what. If they got the evidence, they got it at a very opportune time. Right? A very saving face time. I tend, so coincidental to disagree with you that they got it at the time that he was garbage in the middle of a game.
Right when he
There's
was
no way.
Hey, you guess what? Look, we see. Hey, he actually did do that right now.
He was garbage when they bopped him on the head with the helmet.
But he was their best option, quote unquote. You're not gonna start a dude. You're not gonna start a guy that I don't even know the dude's name. Duck. That's the only thing I know about him. His name is Duck
Hodges.
So you saying Kaepernick to Pittsburgh? Kaepernick to Pittsburgh?
No, we're not saying that. What I'm saying is that man said that shit, and this is his punishment, and they're just trying to keep it rolling under the table. That's what I'm saying. Nah.
I think you're reaching.
Of course I am, Cutting. Just like Myles Garrett was reaching when he said that man called him a nigga in the first place. Ain't that what we do?
It's like Myles Garrett was reaching when he hit him on the head with the helmet.
When he reached around that other nigga and bopped him on the head.
He rushed around old buddy to get him.
As he should. Man, hey, look. I know this is a short daddy, but look, we ain't got that much else to say. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. I'm hungry. I know Thanksgiving was a couple of days ago for y'all. It's in our front. So I gotta make sure I go over there, do a little bit of cooking, getting stuff ready. So like per usual, man. Y'all go ahead on and have a good weekend. Make it a best friend weekend. And we will see y'all.
Make it a best Friendsgiving weekend.
And we'll see y'all next week, man. I'm out.
It's the dog in him. I'm in the mall with him. I'm a trick with him. You the type to fall for him. City girls, period. But I need them commas. I can wait in the car. I ain't trying to meet your mama. Baguettes around my neck. Pussy stay wet. Call that nigga Keith. Cause all he do is sweat. 20/20 vision. Side bitch winning. Copping us both. Shit bitch, we twinning. Jet black lace, wig long and it's curly. Calling up Barbara, bitch, this Shirley. We sharing this nigga, sis, don't be salty. I like the way he ate this ass. Tell that nigga call me.
Tell him call me. Hey, that's what you think people want to hear on Thanksgiving?
I mean, this is we Good Friday, yes. I mean, not Good Friday.
Damn, Good Friday.
Lord. Black Friday.
Black Friday. African American Friday, yes.
I legit just pressed hang up on accident, so
I never
My
know
bad.
what it is. I
My
never
bad,
know if
fellas.
it's gonna be, if it's like it's me and he gonna be
I
on your phone with
legit
your phone,
press hang
or if
up,
it's gonna
dog.
be,
I
man,
just was
press
like
hang
trying
up.
to get to my phone and I hit hang up. My bad.
Oh, okay. I had got super quiet. Like, damn, the phone call dropped. Let me just shut up.
Al gonna be mad. That's basically what went through my head.
I was like, I don't feel like hitting this nigga mouth tomorrow. Man, fuck. That's more work I gotta do. Fuck.
It is. I would anyway. Look, if 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But first, let me.